Welcome back, guys, and especially welcome to you if you are here for the first time. Remember liking my videos and also subscribe on this channel. Tons of content coming up this summer, even though Italy is not in the World Cup. However, tons of things to do, tons of things to talk about in regards to the transfer window. But first and foremost, let's just get this season out of the way. It's already wrapped up. We are the Scudetto champions, as you all know, for the 7th freaking time. It's insane. It's a great record. I'm proud of it. I'm never tired of winning Scudetto. I'm never tired of winning, period. I wish we could have added a Champions League this season, but this never happened. Real Madrid clinched it again yesterday against Liverpool this time. So they are a team to beat in Europe. However, we are a team to beat in Italy, and this is how it's gonna be for next season as well. But how did we do this season, guys? I'd like to call this season the most difficult one to win. Not because Napoli were great, not because Milan had such high hopes for their team and Inter were pushing, and also Lazio, Roma was up there as well, but because our football was so bad. If we don't improve for next season, well, we will stop at 7 in a row. Imagine 8 in a row. Ooh. Let's go through the player-by-player ratings and give them the total overall rating for the season. I just go through them really quick. And in comments below, guys, please comment what you think about it. Do you agree? Do you not agree? And let's take the discussion there. So, let's start with the goalkeepers. Let's go with Gigi Buffon first and foremost. He will leave after this season. Gutted, still gutted. If you haven't checked out my reaction, the last video I did, please do that. Emotional stuff. But his season wasn't that good, to be honest. But it wasn't bad either. Couple of mistakes, but we're talking about a 40-year-old guy who saved us, bailed us out on numerous occasions. So I will have to give him a 7.5 out of 10 for the season rating. As for Wojciech Szczesny, I will also give him 7.5 out of 10. I think he also did a good job when he was called upon. And Carlo Pinsoglio, well, played, I don't know what, 30 minutes or so for the last game against Verona. He won't get any rating from me. But yeah, we'll see where he goes. Maybe he will even stay for next season as well as a third goalkeeper. And now, defenders. Matteo Di Ciglio, 7 out of 10. Did a very good job in his first season. Unfortunately, too many injuries. So might have been even more than 7. But for me, for now, for this season alone, 7. Giorgio Chiellini improved dramatically this season after Bonucci left. The same goes for, of course, Mehdi Benatia. But for Giorgio Chiellini, I'll give him an 8. I will give 8.5 to Mehdi Benatia. Not because he was so much better than Chiellini, but I think that his growth this season was so big. So I'll just have to just a bit bump him up to 8.5 out of 10. Alessandro, big disappointment this season. 6 from me. Expecting a bit more, a lot more actually, next season if he stays though. But I'm not sure if this is all his fault, the 6 out of 10. I actually think that Allegri or Mandzukic is partially to blame, or even Blaise Matuidi, because Alexandro was our weapon from the left side. That's it. We didn't have anything else. Come on, attacking with Matuidi, attacking with Mandzukic from the left, come on. So that's why a lot of responsibility was given to Alexandro, and he didn't do it very well. 6 for me. Andrea Barzagli, well, 6.5. Stepped in when he was called upon as well, but he shows his age right now, so this season should have been his last. Next season, however, he will be there still. Then we got Daniele Rugani. Well, immense growth for him as well this season. 7.5 from me. Very exciting to see what he will do next season as well. And then we have the unlucky Benedikt Övedes. I will, however, rate him a 7.5 because I thought that his contribution to the team was not that great, but his appearance, his performances wasn't bad. So 7.5 from me. However, there were so few, very few. And last but not least, Stefan Lichtsteiner. He will leave after this season. Finally, He will probably, there are rumors that he will go to Arsenal. Well, that would be exciting to see. Lichtsteiner in the Premier League. I will rate him a 6.5, however. I didn't think he was any good this season. He had 2 games, it was absolutely excellent, but overall, call it what you will. Is he a defender or is he a midfielder? Well, according to Allegri and his call-ups, Asamoah is always listed as a midfielder. However, he always features on the left back. So let's just do Asamoah out of the way. 7? I have to give him a 7. I think he did a decent job this season. Not particularly impressive, but slightly better than last season. So he was better than Alexandro, in my opinion. But unfortunately, he will leave us, most probably for Inter. And it pisses me off. Miralem Pjanic. 7. Disappointing. In my opinion, disappointing. I expect so much from him. But he is so unpredictable. So many stupid yellows. So many bolos. Yes, he controls the game beautifully against Sassuolos or Beneventos of this football. But when you go to Europe, when you got to deliver in Europe, I just don't see him taking that step. Sami Khedira, his last part of the season was actually quite good. But in the middle and in beginning, there was some bad stuff. So 6.5 from me. Blaise Matuidi will also get a 6.5. He started okay, but then gradually got worse and worse and worse. Can't even control the ball really. Runs like a headless chicken, destroys it for absolutely everybody, not only the opposition. But he misses his mark, he just disappears sometimes, and Alexandro can't play with him. Because as soon as Matuidi gets the ball, he just loses it. He offers nothing going forward. He offers something defensively, but it's just not good enough. So 6.5 from me. Claudio Marchisio, however, always injured it seems, but really is he? Always on the bench, that's for sure. Gets some playing time here and there. I don't know what will happen to him after this season. I really hope he stays. But for this season alone, 6.5 also. Struggled a bit as a box-to-box midfielder, but does great as a deep-lying playmaker. So maybe we should just trust him doing just that. In my opinion, he actually does it better than Pjanic. Then we have this great talent, Rodrigo Bentancur. I'm really excited to seeing him in the World Cup. Oh, I can't wait. Rodrigo Bentancur has a great future ahead of him. This season, however, was his first in Serie A. According to Allegri, he needs more physique because apparently Serie A is such a physical game. Come on, look at Douglas Costa. Does he look like a Chiellini? No. Does he dominate Serie A? Yes, he does. So Bentancur might just do that as well. But we need to trust him. We just need to trust this guy and develop him correctly. So for this season alone, a careful 7 from me. Stefano Sturaro. 4. Let's just give him that and ciao. Absolutely awful. Apparently, there are a lot of clubs out there who want this guy. They must be crazy. And then let's do attackers, if you can call him that. Juan Cuadrado. 7. Such a limited football player. He does some things greatly. His pace is exceptional, but his decision making is so frustrating to watch sometimes. So 7. Let's go with Gonzalo Higuain. Let's just get him out of the way. I think he was disappointing in my opinion. He's a striker. He should score more goals than he did. He was more occupied with running after the ball rather than getting it and shooting it in the back of the net. That's just how simple I want it to be. But he was working for the team, yes, and he did that great. But again, he's a striker. So I would love to see him score more goals and being a consistent, guaranteed goal scorer, which he wasn't this season. But overall, 7.5. Paulo Dybala. Well, his first part of the season was absolutely insane. He was so good. And then he started struggling. struggling. In the third part of the season, he was coming back to life after that insanely important goal against Lazio away. So after that goal, he started slightly to improving and getting back to his old self. But overall, 8 out of 10 for the whole season. And I can't wait to see you for Argentina at the World Cup. Oof, let's hope you shine, my friend. Shine. From a one diamond to another diamond. Douglas Costa. Oof. I have to say, I have to give him an 8.5 for his performance. It started slowly, but for the last part of the season, he was exceptional. He won us point after point when we needed it the most. He's exceptional. He will rock Serie A next season. If he just continues where he stopped this season, whew, he will be the player of the year next season. I guarantee you that. Mario Mandzukic, well, he wasn't a striker anymore. He was more of a left winger, disabled left winger, let's just call it that. Because it was a frustrating thing to watch him play football. It was all about the support. It was all about cutting inside. It was nothing about dribbling. It was not about getting past your guy. It was all about strength and supporting your teammates. And that's it. As soon as we got the ball from the kickoff, we launched it high and long towards Mandzukic. Apparently this was our tactic going forward from the first minute, and it was a frustrating stuff. Whew. But overall, he wasn't very impressive for me this season. I will give him a 6.5. I was expecting him to leave after this season, but apparently, according to Marotta, he will stay. So expect 4-2-3-1 with Mandzukic on the left again. And then to top it off with Federico Bernardeschi. Big money signing. We expected a lot from him. I know you guys did because he's such a good looking fella. He's Italian, he's young, he's somewhat skillful, and he's from Fiorentina, so what's not to love? But too inconsistent in my opinion, very unfinished product, needs polishing, a lot of polishing. Towards the end of the season he got injured as well, so we never got to see the real Bernardeschi this season, let's just face it. 7 out of 10 for Federico. So there you go, this is my seasonal ratings, player by player. I hope you enjoyed it. Please comment below. Do you agree? Do you not agree? What do you think about our season? Did we play any good football? I don't think that we did. But thanks to Napoli, they bottled it towards the end of the season. We bottled it against Real Madrid. Yes, it was a heroic comeback at the Bernabeu, but still, when we started with a 3-0 down, it was always gonna be difficult. Insanely difficult. But why do we do that? Why do we do things so difficult at this club? We started badly this season actually. We started with Lazio loss in the Supercoppa. And then there was uphill struggles all the way to the final round. Nothing was comfortable, not at all, because Napoli were pushing and we played frustrating football. That's why we need some reinforcements, and not only at the wingbacks, but in the midfield and also the strikers, because Higuain can't do it alone anymore. Mandzukic is not a striker anymore. So that's it. I will see you next time for the Calcio Mercato update. I will do it in a couple of days. Fino alla fine, Forza Juve, let's bring in some good guys. And let's ship off the likes of Sturaro, Khedira, Mandzukic. But that's not gonna happen.